Alright, we've got the secret. Because remember... This.
Oh.
Yeah. Theo Al. 98. That's a 6.
No,
8.
68.
60. You were correct. 68. Alright, and then 18. 64. 94. 94. Sign in. North of the
journal.
Mill, south of the brook.
Yeah, he said it's all written down in the journal.
What did I mess up? Oh, there's an M.
Because he said it was all written down in the journal.
Alright, this is a reading episode. Connecting. YB Helmston version.
Is that her name?
Oh, God.
Oh.
Whoa.
Holy
Oh, my
crap.
goodness. What is this all about? Let's take a peek. No, go the other way, please. Oh, no. To drag it down to go up. It's one of these businesses. Scroll wheel. Alright. Let's start with this. Hello, new system. Hi. Oh, I can just click. Testing photo upload. It works. Should probably write here more often.
To say when you join anything.
Read about every book on read about probably Swedish folklore there is. Surprised how little has been written about year walking. Need more sources of information. Talk to ES. He suggested some field work. Might be good, but I feel that it might be 30 years too late. Been talking to elderly folks, eating cookies and drinking coffee. Their knowledge about year walking has been limited, to say the least. Barely any of them knew what it was. If they did, they had heard stories as children but forgotten the details. Thinking ES sent me on a wild goose chase. Interviews at the retirement home. May I never grow old. The last interview was intriguing if very brief. Talked to one Astrid Jansen. She was over 100 years old, clear at times, did not know a lot about folklore, but she did claim that her grandfather's brother had once year walked. Sadly, she did not know his name. He had died many years before she was born. Okay. Is that supposed to be relevant to... She claimed that her grandfather's brother...
I don't know.
once year walked. Might have to look into it. Her maiden name was Svensson, which leaves me with a lot of possibilities. She was born in Vedtorp, and I can only hope that her grandfather was as well. More interviews, nothing worth mentioning. Professor Asp called today. He hinted that the faculty wanted to take part in my research. Followed up my visit to the retirement home. In the early 20th century, there were 6 households in Vedtorp with the surname Svensson, according to the church book. Astrid was born in 1913. Her grandfather was named Carl Frederick. He had 2 brothers. One died in 1942. The other brother, Daniel Svensson, died in 1895. Since Astrid said that her great-uncle died before she was born, Daniel is the one that supposedly year-walked. A miller apprentice, going to the library to check out old newspapers tomorrow. This is cool. So it's telling us the details, but in a, research sort of.
Like things that happened before we did? Like, is this us, or...?
No, I don't think this is... well, maybe. Looked for reference of Daniel Svensson in old newspapers. I'm grasping at straws. Another day at the library. Nothing of interest. Bored. I'm about to give up. Excited! The newspapers finally mentioned a Daniel Svensson. He was apparently arrested for the murder of a young woman in Vedtorp.
Oh. So,
I can't read this. Information is scarce. Her name was Stina Nilsson, and she was a miller's daughter. Her body was found on a field outside of the village. She had been stabbed multiple times. The library should be open longer. Hope I can find any reference to his supposed year walk. Well, this is depressing. The motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many details. Apparently Stina was going to marry a Lucas Tapper. She was on her way home from Lucas's parents when she was intercepted by Daniel. She was found the following morning, just 17 years old. I feel a tad guilty about my excitement yesterday. After all, there's a great tragedy behind this. The press seems to have lost interest in the case after a while. Found nothing today. Maybe ES can tell me something. Had a long talk on the phone with ES. The murder case was unknown to him. He had, however, spent a lot of time in Vedtorp during the 60s when he studied folklore in the area. There had been a rather peculiar runestone that seemed to predate the Viking era, or age. ES claims that there was a definite connection between the symbols on the stone and year walking. He could not tell how. Want to check it out. Went to the library again, in case I missed something about Daniel. Indeed I had. Found another article. Feeling a bit upset and sad. Borrowed the article just in case. Perhaps there was more to learn about Daniel. Booked a hotel room in Vedtorp. Arrived in Ventorp. Which I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but just bear with me. It's a small place. One street cuts through the village. Rather depressing place. To be fair, the weather would not do any place justice. Hotel is empty, besides me and a group of dog toy manufacturers who are a bit on the noisy side. Must ask chef for a veal recipe. Got a map from the hotel owner. Excited about the archive. Have a feeling that I will find something major. Just got back from the archive. An interesting place. Sadly, it's only open for 4 hours a day. It's understandable since I was the only visitor. Probably found the files I need. Tomorrow, reading lots of it. Okay, I knew it. The archive has exceeded my wildest dreams. On New Year's Eve in 1893, Daniel Svensson did indeed year walk. The court records refer to his year walk at several occasions. I have just started to scratch the surface. There must be beliefs hidden amongst these papers that have been forgotten for ages. Amazing. This is by far the latest recorded year walk. I hope I'm excused for borrowing a file from the archive. They gave me little choice since they're closed during the weekend. Couldn't sleep last night. Too excited by the files. Much of the records are of a legal nature, but there are relevant passages. Daniel claimed he knew that he would murder Stina after seeing it in a vision on his year walk. Sadly, the scribe had not bothered to take it all down and occasionally just refers to it as the ramblings of a madman. Poor boy. There are certain elements that are new to me. Must write them down in detail later on. Need fresh air. Daniel's cabin, Saul Sorton, is briefly mentioned in the protocol. We'll ask around about it. I hope it still exists. Oh, we never did anything with that.
Oh, true.
Okay, hold on. Drove around for hours in the forest today. There are woods. These are woods to get lost in. That's a sentence that I got lost in. Asked for directions from every local. Most people never heard of the cabin. Was about to give up when I met an old man. His aunt had lived there till the 60s. From then on, it had 3 different owners that used it as a summer house till the mid-80s. Wow, numbers. The last family that owned the cabin only stayed there one summer. Their 5-year-old son drowned in a brook nearby, and after that, they never returned. Nobody's lived there since. The old man's nephew owned the land. I asked the old man if I could pay to visit. He did not think there could be anyone that would mind. The cabin is situated deep in... Is he just not going to explain about the photo with the box in it? Okay. The cabin is situated deep in the forest. No sign, no road, just a narrow path. This was the place where he started his year walk over 100 years ago. Felt overwhelmed by the thought. Could not enter. It's a lonely place. The only other building I could find in the area was an underground storehouse. Guess it might have belonged to the cabin. It was too dark to see anything, but I can't imagine there would be anything of significance in there. On my way back to the car, I found this strange box. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. It seems to be more or less mint condition. Could not resist taking it. Tonight I need whiskey and lots of it. Went to Ventorp Church today. It's a small white stone building built in the 12th century. The place where the church stands has been used for worship even earlier than that, according to the priest I met. He showed me around the premises. Put a bouquet of flowers on Stina's grave. Seemed appropriate. The almost unlikely somber epitaph read, "In memory of our loving daughter, Stina Nelson, 1877 to 1894. Her cries for mercy could not sway his hand." God damn. You really gonna write that on our tomb? Jesus Christ. Depressing. Yeah, no kidding. Searched for Daniel's grave, but there was no stone, and according to the priest, there probably never was. The gravestones ES told me about are gone. The priest is not sure where they are or when they disappeared. Weather has been unreasonably bad. Spent the day at the county archive. Had trouble concentrating. Tried to locate a photograph of Daniel Svensson, but had no luck. The clerk explained that a lot of stuff was lost when the files were moved from the regional archive back in 1976. Apparently there was another murder case in Ventorp in the early 1890s. Elisa Rasmussen drowned 4 infants in a creek. She was an angel maker who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers.
So that's what an angel maker is.
Well, it said that in the... Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Lisa promised to find the babies good homes in exchange for a hefty sum of money. This was all a charade. As soon as the mothers had paid what little they owned, she drowned their children in a nearby creek. All files that trial have been lost. Outrageous. I think I'm done with the archive. Been thinking a lot about that church.
I didn't realize it was like a person who promised the money.
Oh.
I thought it was like a creature that promised to find the baby's home and then drowned them.
Oh.
Like it was like you left the baby with me and that wasn't a good choice. Type thing.
Strange day. The runestone ES talked about is not marked on any map. Talked to the man at the service station. He drew me a rather primitive map. Searched for the stone. for a long time. Almost gave up. Found it at last. Felt compelled to touch it. Had the strangest sensation of looking beyond. Beyond what? The feeling lasted for quite some time. Heading home tomorrow. Wish I had more time. The stone is old. Might predate Christianity, but I fail to see how it's connected to year walking. Could not resist stopping by the church on my way home. Walked around it for a bit. It's a pretty church. Not remarkable, but there is something about it. Feel that church and the stone are connected somehow.
That would be one of the stones we saw.
Found the box when I unpacked. Yeah, does it have the, like, can you see any pattern on it, though?
I saw, like, the eyes, I think, and, like, the general
I can see something
border.
Here. Oh, yeah, okay, here it is. So, okay, yep. Found the box when I unpacked. Had almost forgotten about it. It seems to have some lock-like construction, but I have yet to understand exactly what it is or how to open it. It reminds me of one of those puzzle boxes. The wheel with the symbols suggests it's opened by creating a password. It must be old. Maybe ES knows something about it. Who's ES? Decided not to tell ES about the box. He might not appreciate that I took it with me. He's always nagging me about ethics. Busy week. Classes and meetings. Faculty is getting in the way of my research. Feeling a bit strange. I've had weird dreams ever since I came back from Vedtorp. Let's party, Theo. Theo is him. So, as you're dreaming about, okay, a birdman in underwear and an oxman in boxers, and they want you to party with them. So that sounds cool.
Or maybe he is the Birdman.
Maybe he is the Birdman, you know? I don't know these things. Dreamt that I was in a vast wasteland. This is getting weird. I searched for the keys to my locker together with Jenny from high school. We laughed and dug in the sand. Suddenly the sky lit up and Jenny pointed to a simple constellation of stars. She whispered in my ear to never forget it. This is one of the symbols on the box. I mean, I know it's just a triangle, but there were triangles on the box. What does this mean, though?
It's a peanut.
It's like a little 8, and it's like, okay, T. I asked her what it meant, but she was dead, and her bones were withered and old. Woke up and have been feeling rather queasy ever since. I'm going to write down an upside-down triangle. That's just what I'm going to do. Read an account of a year walk by a man called Ramadan. That's a cool name. In an old book I came over in an unused bookshop. Ramadan's story is a bit more than a tall tale told by a drunken oaf. Most of them seem to be. Daniel sticks out. It haunts me. Held a lecture on year walking. Several faculty members attended it. They ridiculed me in front of the students.
Oh.
Jerks. Another strange dream. Was doing my homework. Was stressed because the oil lamp was running out of oil, and when it did, the pale horse outside the window would come in. The lamp burned out and everything went black. Woke up soaked in sweat. Hasten. Well, that's probably Swedish. Dream 12. Okay, wait. Hold on.
Oh, so is that him, like, signing them? 7 OKT. October.
Ah, okay. So on the 7th of October. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So, but I don't think there's anything from this one that I need.
I don't know.
There? I mean, his nipples and his belly button make a triangle again, but I don't think that's relevant.
Oh, maybe
it might be.
Maybe it's the bird thing.
But that's trying to relate this to symbols on the box, and
Okay.
they were only really like geometric shapes. Okay. Remember buy groceries. Fiddled with the box. I have no clue how to open it. It's frustrating. I want to make this. It'd be really cool.
Yeah.
What jealous, small-minded, greedy creatures that the faculty members are.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're pissed, apparently. And they will undoubtedly create small-minded, jealous, and greedy students. Don't feel the need to share any of my research with the faculty anymore. They don't deserve to read something that my hand has written. They would not understand anyway. We're filled with a vengeance. The thought of what inside that box... What inside? Is like an itch that can't be scratched. I've searched for references to anything about it, but I found nothing that resembles it at all. I'm gonna make this fucking box. You mark my words. I'm gonna make it. Have more strange dreams. Something happened in those woods. Is year walking a mere vision quest? Are the visions brought on by lack of light and food? Yes, believe so. Not so sure. Dreamt of the runestone. Was in the forest outside Vedtorp. Mrs. Bowman was walking up to me. I was very afraid. She said that I had been a bad boy and broken the rules. Before I could defend myself and tell her that I did not mean to be naughty, she withered into dust. Found myself in front of the runestone. The Grimm's eyes glowed at me. Woke up. Found myself thinking of the stone. What does it mean, and how is it connected to year walking? What did people do in those woods? Do not feel like sleeping tonight. Drinking coffee and watching TV. If I stay awake, those dreams will stay away. This guy's losing it. Could not understand much of my students' presentations today. That sucks for them. Must sleep. Someone's watching me all the time. Got an email reminder to deliver the text for the game. Wrote 7 or 8 pages. Hopefully it's enough. What game? What texts? What? Waiting. Don't know for what. I have a feeling that something's on its way. Okay, so that's a half circle.
Oh, you're right. I was like, it's a full circle. What are you talking about?
No, it's clearly... Got over 1,000 of these last night. The email seemed to stop when my inbox was full. Don't know what it could mean. Maybe it's a prank by my students, but they seem too unimaginative to come up with something like this. Don't think we'll end here. Huh. Okay. So I feel like I must have missed some... Is it some kind of threat? Called the priest and told him of my plight. He said that Vendorp sometimes had a strange effect on people, but it rarely lasted. Do not think he understands. I was going to ask him about the box, but decided to hang up when he suggested I should see someone.
Oh. No, that's my birthday.
That's your birthday. He woke up and heard baby screams from beneath the floorboards. He panicked and pried some floorboards, and screaming stopped.
Happy birthday.
The Watchers, the Night Raven, the Huldra, the Brook Horse, the Church Grim. There might be others. Cannot be sure. Can they disguise themselves? Maybe they can read my mind? The Watchers, because they watch. That's what they do. But is it all they do? Oh, do you have a little hierarchy written down here?
Oh,
that's
cool.
Pretty cool. I want to write that down too. But I don't know what some of these are.
Yeah, because I don't remember the...
I don't know. I don't remember what the right
I want to,
is.
like, know which ones we came in which order. Like, did we go up? But, you know, it's kind of hard.
We encountered... If this is the Huldra, if that's what it says. It says Host, but I don't know. No, the Host was the horse.
Oh, yeah, because it's with the children.
Yeah, with the children. And then this is obviously the Raven and the Grim.
Yeah, so
this must be the Huldra.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is how we encountered them, because we encountered the horse and the children together.
True. Alright. Year walk equal system error.
He's losing.
Buddy. Year walking works, but it was never meant to. It's against the rules. The universe blinked its eye, and someone crossed all the barriers that are known as time and space. The Watchers are watching, but who are watching the Watchers? How can you bend time and space? Oh my god. Let me just tilt my head to look at this. Time and space and rift and all this jazz and nature. Watched human who was crow. That's not what that says. Connected? When? Library. Yeah. Possibly Lucia? Who's Lucia? Oh, look at this thing. That's one of the things that I wrote down.
Oh, yeah. It is.
It is. It's the top one. Nara? What does that mean? Oh, this one's here too.
Oh, yeah, the whoosh.
The whoosh. The whoosh arrows. All right. Got in a heated argument with ES. He is surprisingly scornful of my theories. Must remember that he is an old man and might not be as open to new ideas any longer. He claims that it is impossible to gaze into the future. The future is not set. Nothing happens until it happens. Of course it's impossible to look into the future according to logic, but I'm not sure they're playing according to our rules. The Watchers are more than they appear, and less. They are real, yet they are unreal. They do not exist in the manner that this table and this chair exist. How do I know these things? Are they my thoughts? Am I writing this? I certainly did not draw this, but yet it's right there in my notebook. Square. I'm gonna draw a square. There we go. Square. Okay. Watchers or antibodies?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, friend? Okay, so he's comparing Mylings to the knee. No, wait. These are different. The horse is... Okay, so if Myling's one leg and then the horse is the other leg. And the Huldra is your stomach. And the ravens are your hands. And the groom is your heart.
And the universe is your eye?
The universe is your eye?
In between time and space.
Unless the goat guy is his own thing, and these are parts of his body, and he encompasses everything.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. So antibodies would be there to fight off anyone who's trying to get to the rift?
Perhaps.
They're like a defense system.
A goat lord.
Goat lord! Daniel broke the rules, and he was punished.
Yeah, he was.
Daniel? Held another lecture, the last one for a long while, it seems. It's been decided that I need a break. Clearly not by me, but it's been decided. But it matters not. Have more important things to do. I've been an idiot. Someone is playing with me. These shapes, it's the same as on the box. Did someone see me take it? Tried the symbols I've received, but the box remains shut. There must be more coming. Woke up last night. The telephone rang. Answered. Could not hear anyone. Hung up. It rang again. Answered. Could hear someone speak on the other side. Could not make out what was being said. The voice was too far away. Hung up. It kept ringing. Cut the cord. Bought whiskey. Bought food. People stare. Don't want to go out there again. Too many know who I am. If you break the rules, there will be consequences. Wish I had not cut the cord to my phone. Need to hear a human voice. You literally
cut the cord?
You didn't take him seriously? Because I figured he cut the cord.
Like, I was like, what did you actually?
Oh, that's a good picture. At first, I didn't even notice. One of the paintings in my living room has been replaced. That's a triangle. Triangle man. Triangle man. Triangle man hates particle man. It must have happened during the 30 minutes I slept. Cannot let my guard down. Someone was here. Or something. Will the antibodies come for me? Am I a virus in the eye of the universe? Yes. Are you? Boarded up the balcony and all the windows. Nothing can come in now. I hope.
But if they don't exist on the same level as physical things, then does that not do anything?
Shouldn't be possible, but someone was here again. I'm definitely being threatened. There was a knife on my kitchen table. Old but sharp?
Is the knife one of the things?
No, but I'm gonna write K for knife.
Okay.
I realized that the knife is his. We are connected.
The Goat Lord?
Oh, I was thinking Daniel. Because he stabbed the lady.
Oh.
The church is central to this, and yet you know what? We're creeping ever closer to New Year's.
Yeah.
The church is central to this, and yet it is not. Perhaps the church itself is not important, but rather the energy of the place. Perhaps the gate is always there, but it's not a gate. Gates are meant to be open or closed. This is a rift in the fabric of the very existence of everything. But why allow it? Why does the universe, or God, or someone not shut the gate? If we're not meant to do it, why let us? What's happening? I feel like a worm under a big boot. I feel the shadow hanging over me, waiting to get crushed. She sings and I shall follow. She is trying to fool me. That I know, but I must get closer to her because then I can get closer to the key that leads to the heart of it all. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I didn't steal the box because it begged me to take it with me. Daniel survived all the watchers sent by the universe. He was lured by the temptress, brought the innocents to the pale horse, unearthed the parasite, and finally faced the master of them all. But yet he was destroyed. Could it have gone any other way? Was he doomed from the start? Am I doomed? Is the future set, or can it be altered? Running errands or a test of might. Success means your year walk is approved. If you fail, you die.
But if your walk is approved, you die. Or death, not specifically you.
Yeah, I know. Must help him. It's the right thing to do. There is a bond between us. Might have figured it out.
Oh, he's helping you because he's giving you the code to the box.
Daniel is?
No, the dude and the whoever this guy is, Theo.
Theo is helping me?
He's like, I must help him, and like we're connected.
Oh, so I'm still Daniel reading this?
I don't know.
So that I can open the box?
The thing is, we're getting the code, and then we can go to the box. So I think he's helping.
Okay, so 5 watchers, 5 symbols, which means there's one more coming. Alright, good, because I only have 4 written down. So tired. Can't seem to hold my thoughts for any period of time. Should probably eat more often, but I must resist. It's important that I come prepared. Is he not eating to prepare himself for a year walk?
You know, in, oh gosh. The Last Apprentice, they don't eat when they go on missions.
Yeah, that's on missions? That seems detrimental. I mean, I don't know what the missions are, but
they're like they're like dealing with things like this.
Yeah, that's like a common theme when you go on spiritual journeys, is that you don't eat for a while. Your face is covered in glitter, by the way. So
Yeah.
Good job. The heart beats stronger, but I will break it and see beyond everything. In the end, it was the nature of man that got Daniel. Must free myself of all desires. That's how they get to you. Can love really be a weakness? Or is it strength? And the poor girl. It just seems unfair. Is there anything I can do? If the future can be altered, why not the past? Am I playing the part of the fool in the cosmic play? And if so, to what purpose? Disconnected the microwave oven, just in case. Feeling absolute terror at the possibility that there is no purpose, no rhyme, no reason to any of it. Why me? The only way I can help him is if I break the rules. It will come at a price. But what do I care if I can rise above it all? Okay. If broken, above it all, and doom? How? Okay. 2 rules is universal. Time and space. You know?
It leads to
year walk.
and if it's broken, then there's stuff.
Okay. Saw her lifeless body. She's so beautiful, even in death. Have been crying ever since. It all seems so needless, so cruel. Ready for anything. Don't care anymore. It's finally here. The last one. Woke up with this in my palm. Tried to wash it out. It's a tattoo.
Oh.
Tested them all in different kinds of combinations, but I could not figure out how to do it. I must sleep. I will open that box tomorrow. Of course. So simple. Rotate the wheel and release when the symbol aligns with the grim, in the order they were delivered to me. But why was it empty? You gotta put something in it, buddy.
No, because we're gonna take it out in the past.
Exactly. No, but if you put something in it, will it appear in my past and I get to take it out and then it helps me? And we can do this whole thing differently? I thought it was Daniel all along. I thought he was here, but it cannot have been he who sent me the password. It doesn't make sense. If the box was empty, it means it must be filled? I still do not understand who sent the symbols. If it was not the boy, then it must have been the Watchers. But why? Are they toying with us? Helping us in some perverse, twisted way? From the get-go, he was doomed. They got him at the very thought of year walking. But I think the girl can be saved. I put everything he needs in the box and locked it. I will leave it where I found it, where all of this started. Did you put the knife in the box? Because literally that just means... and have...
I think that's a note we're gonna get later.
Oh, if my mind is set on this, does it mean that I am doomed too? The rift is open. It wants me to go through. Okay, is that good?
Good.
Best.
Good. Best.
Okay.
Question marks?
Packed my things. I wonder if I will come back. Dude, don't do it now. Do it. Okay. December 27th. He's there. That's the church.
Yeah.
December 28th.
Oh, the mill.
It's still standing? That's awesome. Oh my god, that's my house right over here.
Yeah.
Soul Sortin. It's cold here. Wish I could light a fire, but I must do it right. Surprised how calm I feel. Only hours remain. It's midnight. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? This game just has this whole other freaking level to it.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Open the box.
I'm gonna go open the box. Guys, I'm gonna go open the box. I don't know how long this episode's gonna be now.
Call the Goat Lord.
Dial the Goat Lord! Here we go! Upside down triangle. Yeah, baby. This moon thing. Yeah, baby. The square. Right side up triangle. The half moon that goes...
That one.
This, yeah, you're right. This one. Open! Oh my god. It's opening. It's a literal time capsule.
Yeah.
This is exciting. Murderer executed. Yesterday morning, Vedtorp killer Dan Svensson was executed at Kurt prison. He was found guilty for the heinous murder of the young Stina Nelson last year. The death sentence has been criticized by the highly renowned Dr. Helmer Lundbach, who stated that Daniel is suffering from an abnormal psyche. He seems to have problems discerning past from present and has visions of terrible creatures. Something not. Oh dear. Oh. I can read more. Something not...
Uncommon.
Where was I?
Something not uncommon among schizophrenics.
Oh. Daniel cannot be held accountable for his actions and should be given treatment at an institution for the criminally insane. The execution was performed by Gustav Dahlberg. This was his 4th execution. Last year, he was to perform the execution of the notorious Lisa... Oh, that's the girl who drowned all the babies.
Oh. Who
was charged with the murder of 4 infants in Vedtorp, but who took her own life before the sentence could be carried out. Security has been improved greatly since. Daniel Svensson was composed during the whole process. Besides the slightly shaking hand so common among the criminal type, you could not tell Daniel from any other young man. He sobbed loudly once when he laid his head down low, but quickly regained his composure. A quick prayer and a swift, powerful stroke, and it was over. According to the attending priest, Graneth, Daniel's last words were, "I should have killed myself, then none of this would have happened. You are long dead when I write this, and I have not yet been born. Yet we have a connection beyond life, death, space, and time, the impossible made possible by year walking. But the Watchers always win. Even though you've not passed through the rift yet, they sense the urge, and they want their sacrifice. I wish there could be another way. I am sorry, but for her, there is still hope. You can save her. You know what you must do." Oh my god.
Oh.
The frick is this game? Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Look. Oh my god.
Oh.
That's my knife.
It is.
Oh. What? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Well. So there were some answers.
Yeah.
To some questions. It's pretty heavy.
Can you imagine reading that note?
No. Endless advice and encouragement. Thank you, Asa Wallander. Thanks also to a bunch of credits I'm not going to read because my voice hurts because I just read literally 4 months worth of...
That's cool.
That's a cool name. Baby Selma.
Aw. Wow.
What a game.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, I actually really...
Yeah. You're like, I don't want to play Year Walk. I'm like, dude, we're playing Year Walk.
I wasn't too excited in the beginning, but... You know, I wanted to do something else, but then I'm like, this is pretty damn good.
Yes, pretty damn good.
Legit everything that we look for in things.
I know, yeah, it's
this is
basically all of our interests.
Genre
Exactly, the genre,
that we seek.
The mood, the palette that we thrive in. Stories about walks, the woods, supernatural creatures, notes, research, appearing, weird mysteries
that are and aren't at the same time,
questioning the universe itself. You know?
Yeah.
What an excellent game.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I mean, obviously, if you've watched, this whole thing, there's, all of it's spoiled for you. But, I mean, if you haven't touched this game yet, it's been out for a while, because I bought this last year. I was excited about it, and then just, what had happened was I recorded a bit, and then, my recording software had an error where it wasn't capturing on this screen. So I didn't have any footage to go with it. So I didn't touch it for a while, and then I was like, you know what, lately, it's fall, and I don't remember a lot because I waited a year. So, Year Walk. What a good game. I'm very glad. Wow. And if you're still here, thank you for sticking with us.
Yeah.
It's been excellent. I hope, if I restart the channel with this, that's, you know, it's a good bang to start it off with. You know,
it's a good game.
It's a good, excellent game.
Yeah,
I like it. I think it's one of my favorite. I mean, it's short and there's not a lot of action.
But
it's all mostly puzzle stuff, but it's good. I like the way it was split into kind of two parts.
Yeah,
like there was a past part and a future part. I don't know. I'm very curious as to why Theo and Daniel were so closely linked through space and time. I'm curious as to what happened to Theo. I think we can assume something bad because he didn't update his journal again after that.
Yeah, he year walked.
He year walked. So I'm assuming he died and Daniel died because he killed himself. Which of course creates the paradox of Daniel having never year walked. So Theo would not find that with research. But I'm not going to get into that because, you know, all sorts of time travel stories each have their own different set of rules.
Yeah, and also like the whole if Daniel did that and that's why Theo found out about it, and then Theo changes that, then
exactly, and then Theo would not find out about it because it did not happen. I hope that Stina lived. I hope she had a nice long life with Lucas or whatever his name was.
Yeah, I hope she's happy.
I hope she's happy.
I mean, well,
I'm sorry about her child that did not live a good life. Also, I'm sorry about whatever the hell happened between you and Daniel. So he saw himself kill her.
Yeah, that was the vision we got, I guess.
Right. And then he was like, oh, I guess I gotta kill her.
Or something. It happened.
Or something, yeah.
One way or another,
it was compelled to happen because things cannot be changed now.
Yeah.
So I liked the whole theories about the universe and its antibodies and defense system.
Yeah, that's cool. Like if you gotta compare it to something, it's an interesting one.
I like the mystery of the creatures sending Theo the symbols.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of confused about that still. Like, if it wasn't Daniel sending him the symbols, then why would they send it to...
Because he broke the rules, so they have to stop him
he hadn't broken them yet.
Doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright, well, anyway.
They have kind of like an all-around...
Who knows?
You know what I mean?
So that's what... It leaves enough that you want to investigate yourself, and you want to build up your own theories about it.
I think it's just a thing that we can't understand.
I'm sure, but I mean, it's still fun. I like the game left stuff for you to, you know.
But not like too much left that you're unsatisfied.
I like that whole ending was its own secret that you didn't have to pursue.
Yeah. Like, you could have totally just like...
You could have been like, whatever, I don't care, north of the mill, south of the...
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense with the freaking journal. All around, excellent game. Excellent game.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Very, very good. I like the puzzles. I like the creatures. I like that.
That's 20 out of 20.
That's 20 out of 20, baby. It's also 1
That's
out of 1.
That's our system.
But, yeah, there we go. Yeah,
there we go.
Have a 20 system. Alright, that's all I got to say, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go on and on, but that's all I got to say, I guess.
All our post-it notes.
Thank you. Yeah, a bunch of post-it notes. Thank you for sticking around with us, and this has been Team Anomaly.
Yeah!
Signing off. Later.